the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the UConn Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. They'll start this drive with a pass, extending the play. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Connection to the right. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This UConn offense really has it going. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got it on the right. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Huskies!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
UConn going back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snagged out of the air. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's a great example.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's caught. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And back to the air on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UConn! If you're able...
Let's go. Right. Single, single. White 29. White 29.
Give to the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll off one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do.
UConn going back to work on offense.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Showing off the arms. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up.
There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Wants to go up top on first down. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Touchdown, UConn! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points.
UConn going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just...
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sidelines. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing.
The UConn offense goes back to work.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Get set.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not...
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen.